Hey guys, welcome to the channel, welcome to Cobb's Corner, and as always, it's a pleasure to have you here on the channel with me. Guys, I'm just going to interject here because in this video, it's a couple of months old now, so I thought it's best to kind of explain what the situation was. So in the video that you're watching, the lighting is super poor, the sound quality is super poor, but the point still remains of that was what my quarantine was like. And in Shenyang, Dongbei, so the northeast of China, it was a really interesting experience. Not one that I want to go through again by any stretch of the imagination, but it was an interesting experience. So that brings me to talking about the video itself. So within the video, you'll see that I'm talking about why I came back to China. Right, so where to begin? I am back in China. I'm actually in the northeast of China now, in a place called Shenyang, and it's northeast China on the border of North Korea and Russia. So very, very, very cold up here, but that doesn't bother me. Why doesn't it bother me? Because I'm stuck here in quarantine. I'm stuck in my quarantine. However, my quarantine place that I'm staying in is very, very nice. The hotel staff are very friendly. Everything's been very, very well organized. I can't really fault the way that how things have been dealt with from when I stepped off that aeroplane up until the time that I came into my room. And there's not a lot of places where you can say that might have been the case. And quarantine's very reasonable. Costs about, including 3 meals a day, 500 RMB a night. I get as I say, I get the food delivered to me. I've got everything that I need in here and more. So really, really grateful that I've got all of those things. But I'm by no stretch of the imagination is it easy to be in here, because you've just got these four walls. I can't get outside of that door. So yeah, it's definitely not an easy experience to be stuck here in quarantine and having to kind of deal with that. But I will be leaving here soon, so that gives me a lot of positive energy and positivity. So yeah, looking forward to actually leaving. But this is not. I wanted to show you the quarantine today. Also to kind of so I can look back on it and remind myself. But that's not the reason why I clickbaited you into this channel. The reason that I actually wanted to speak with you about was something a bit more serious. Yeah, a bit more serious. It's actually why I decided to come back to China. Of course, anyone who's lived in China that's not from China, you'll always get asked those questions, and people will look at you perhaps like an alien when you say that you work in China. That's fine. That's all well and good. But actually, the question for me now is, why the hell wouldn't I be in China? It's the perfect time to be able to come back. There are plenty of opportunities and opportunities that will present themselves, and as equally, there are also I also feel safer in China. That is a big reason for why I wanted to get out of the UK. I didn't feel safe. I didn't feel like people were taking it seriously. I felt like people had very differing ideas on what the virus is all about. I felt like that it was becoming really divisive instead of people unifying and coming together. Maybe that's just the world as it is right now, but I definitely got those feelings. And I knew in my heart that China, or at least East Asia, would be dealing with this crisis a lot better than in the UK. And just a typical example, when I was just about to leave the UK, stayed at a hotel for the night with my brother, and outside the hotel there were a bunch of teenagers who were like partying, playing loud music, smoking shisha, like the shisha pipe, the hookah pipe, and then just like sharing it around. And I was just like looking at it, like I fully understand why these teenagers or kids or young adults or whatever, they're doing those things. I understand, but not one part of my body agrees with it. Perhaps when I would have been younger, I would have been one of those kids or young adults. I don't know. I don't know. But my current thought process is like, where do my values align with the most? And I feel more at home with that, with East Asian culture. Aside from the fact that, China is progressing at an extreme rate, whilst the rest of the world, it's just not. The Chinese economy grew by, I believe it was 5% or near enough last quarter, and there's no other economy doing that. So I want to make sure that I'm putting myself in an environment, because of course you can only control the things what you can do and all of that. But I also want to put myself in an environment where I'm set up to win, not set up to fail. And in the UK, there is this kind of feeling at the moment. I do hear from some of my friends who are not that far away, over in Australia and New Zealand, things are a lot better there. And I mean, we've got these promising signs all over the place now that things are going to get better in other places, and that there is a way to kind of keep tabs and keep control on the virus. Of course there is, but I do feel safer here in China. I do feel like they've got the pandemic under more control, and I do trust that they'll deal with it in a better way than European countries. I might be biting my, I don't know, biting my ass? No. Like, I may be, like, looking back at this in a few months' time thinking, oh, Alex, you're so naive. But I don't think so. I'm going to talk today about why I'm happy with the decision that I made, and also about what's actually happened since I've been back. So the first thing is that since I've been back, I've been able to go outside. I've been able to go for a walk, go for a run, go out for coffee, go to the gym, play football, have some drinks with friends, go and watch a mixed martial arts boxing bout. I've been able to do all of these kind of different things, go to different cities and explore and just do things again. And I'm so grateful for those opportunities. I'm fully mindful that there's a lot of people that can't do these things. And my heart goes out to everybody, because I was also in that situation. I've also had to experience the UK for 8 months. It was a really difficult time. There's just no way of getting around it. And I guess my feelings on it now are that I'm just grateful, and I have so much gratitude every single day that I can do things again. So coming from this kind of unique position of, at the start of the pandemic, being outside of the country, being in Taiwan, then going back from Taiwan, all the way back to the UK, and then spending 8 months in the UK, and then coming back here, I guess I've got a unique kind of perspective on it, because in a way I have travelled this year, essential travel. I know there's a lot of, like, let's say fake essential travel, but mine has been essential travel, because I've needed to kind of get back or come back here, because this is where I work. So, in saying all of that, I'm happy that I've come back to China. I feel like the pandemic, when I filmed this, I said maybe I'll be kind of regretting what I say, that I think China's going to control it and keep it under control. But so far, since I've been back in from Shenyang, things have been more or less under control. There've been a few kind of moments where it's been a bit tricky. Some people are trying to actively avoid foreigners or being around foreigners. So you face some remarks every now and again or comments, but that can happen anywhere. And to be honest, it can also happen in the UK. And really, that's a very small price to pay. It's an extremely small price to pay for actually being able to have some level of freedom. So my intuition when I was in Shenyang was like, things are better here, and that has proven to be the case. And for all of the bad stuff that comes out of mainstream media, China has done a good job here. So it's just something that can't be argued, you know. At the end of the day, we're able to go out and spend time with friends outside, inside, having drinks. I mean, there's really not many places in the world that you can do that. Aside from that, the experience has been very humbling, and as I said, it's just so much gratitude for being back. And yeah, I guess this video is just to say that I'm coming back, and that video at that time was a really strange one because I was all over the place in terms of my head and where I'm at, whereas now I feel a lot more clear. And what I would say to anyone who's watching this from outside of China, because I'm sure there are also viewers outside of China as well, is that it will come, it will happen, you will be able to do those things again. And when you do, oh my God, it's honestly the best experience. You know, like when you wait and wait and wait and wait for something, like, you know, like when you're a kid and it's like Christmas time and you're waiting for that present, it's exactly the same feeling when you get back to life, in kind of like normal daily life, whatever that is. And yeah, you can enjoy things again, and you can feel really grateful as a result of it. I definitely do. So yeah, that's it for today, guys. I'm going to leave this video here. I'm going to see more of you guys now because I have got my video recording equipment all back up and running. My microphone wasn't working when I got back, and I've had other issues with my filming equipment, but now all is well. Life is good, and I'm hoping to get more content out. Fingers crossed over the next coming months, especially heading into the Chinese New Year. All right. Stay safe, look after yourselves, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.